What's going on? I hope you are well. So, patch 1.13 just dropped for Hunt Showdown, and what we're going to do here is we are going to go through a full breakdown of the patch notes, so that way you can be up to date and ready to go and hunt Rotjaw. Let's get right into it. Okay? All right, let's get right into these patch notes. The very first thing that we're going to talk about is the audio changes. So distance explosion should now represent the size and severity of the explosion. So if you throw a large cluster of dynamite, it should sound a little bit different versus just a regular wax stick or a regular stick of dynamite. Reduce the amount of reverb on the distance explosions, improved audio design for hunter movement in water. So it should just allow you to determine a little bit better how far an explosion was and what size it was, if it was a sticky, yeah, etc., etc. Just a good all-around audio improvement here. Now, the next thing that we're going to talk about is the ammo supply rework. Ammo crates, just your generic base ammo crates. The following numbers are fixed per ammo type, so you will receive to this number no matter what weapon you're using, if it is that ammo type. So compact ammo will get 8, medium ammo will get 6, long ammo 2, and shotgun ammo 2. Now, these are your special ammo crates. You will get 8 compact, you will get 6 medium, 2 long, 2 shotgun, 3 arrows, 3 compact bolts, 2 regular bolts, 1 nitro express round. Dolce ammo, you will receive 3, and the bomb lance, you will receive 2. All right, ammo box consumables. These are the amounts of ammo you will receive when we're supplying from an ammo box. We have increased the amounts of ammos quite a bit. Now, this is one of those interesting things where I feel like they are definitely trying to push players to use consumables a lot more instead of just relying on what is on the map. And this is a prime example of that, because compact ammo, hunters will receive 2.5 the ammo from ammo crates you find in the world. So compact ammo, you are going to receive 20 special ammo, compact ammo 20, medium ammo 15, special medium ammo 15, long ammo 5, special and long ammo 5, shotgun ammo 5, special shotgun ammo 5, arrow 7, compact bolt 7, bolts 5, nitro ammo 2, dolce ammo 7, bomb lance ammo 5. Hey, interrupting the patch notes real quick to remind you to subscribe to the channel. I put out updates, patch note updates for all kind of games: Hunt Showdown, Apex Legends, Escape from Tarkov, and then I also do all kind of other fun form, content here. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications, and leave a thumbs up on the video. It's much appreciated. Back to the patch notes. Now, small ammo packs, the ones that you find around. Compact ammo, you will get 4, medium ammo, you'll get 3, shotgun, you'll get 1, and long ammo, you'll get 1. This is really interesting because it is very much pushing hunters to use their money to expend it, bring in those consumables, so that way you are better prepared for long engagement. This is a really good change. I like it. I think it definitely allows for people to spend a lot of money, especially because a lot of people don't have a lot to spend their hunt dollars on, especially if you're max level or you're not prestiging and you have a lot of hunt dollars. This kind of is a nice little change, I think. Dual wield ammo reduction. We've reduced the extra amount of ammunition carried by half when dual wielding handguns. This is a complementary change to the ammo supply rework above. Yeah, this reduction means you'll get the same amount of extra ammo whether you were dual wielding or not. Previously, dual wielded weapons had an excessive amount of extra ammo, inviting players to blast away indiscriminately. So, just a nice little change. All right, gunplay changes. Bomb lance. The bomb lance can now equip 2 different custom ammo types, which can be switched mid-mission as needed. Ammo counts and prices per slot have been adjusted accordingly. Prices listed separated further below. So, explosive harpoon, dragon's breath, and the steel balls. There's also a couple of, there's also a brand new explosion that you will see in the battle pass, a wax stick explosion. Very good for hunting Rotjaw, I would assume. Gunplay balance changes. Increase base damage for all shotguns against hives and armored. This is really nice. I can't tell you how many times I've been annoyed shooting a armored with a shotgun over and over and over, and they just get up and they do not care. Instant increased base damage of throwing knives on horses to allow a single body hit to kill. This is a good one. It's always funny when you throw a knife into a horse and still just alive until you run up and take it out. Allows you to be a little bit stealthier takedowns on them. That's a good change. Incendiary ammo can now set players on fire with one hit at short range until its base damage starts to drop off over distance. Large ammo types travel further before this starts to happen. The Salve Skin trait will protect hunters from being set on fire on the first hit. Now, this is an interesting one. We'll read the developer's note real quick before I go over like how I feel about this. Developer's note: we want to encourage players using powerful weapons like long ammo bolt action rifles to consider equipping incendiary ammo more often as a valuable alternative. Previously, losing the ability of large calibers to penetrate walls was too much of a downside to even consider using incendiary ammo on these weapons. We hope the ability to pressure enemies by setting them on fire at close range will be seen as a more viable alternative to help create opportunities to break stalemates and push ahead. We are curious to hear your feedback on this change. We've also increased the price listed further below accordingly. I do like that they are trying to incentivize long ammos to use the fire. The incendiary ammo. My biggest concern and my biggest issue with this is it now seems to force you into a trade. I don't ever like gameplay changes that force you to use something. So now it's like if everybody's going to be running incendiary ammo, and it definitely feels like people are, you have to get Salve Skin to be competitive. And I don't ever like changes that feel like you are forced into having to get something. We've had a couple of traits to the Hunt Showdown life where you've had to get certain traits to make them viable. I feel like they've done a really good job about getting away from that. But this feels like one of those, like, we want to make incendiary ammo more viable, but now it's like, well, because it's too viable, especially at long range where you're going to be getting set on fire consistently, now it's like, well, I have to run Salve Skin to be competitive. If I'm always getting set on fire and always putting out a fire, I have to run Salve Skin. It is a must-have perk now. So that'll be interesting to see. I would like to know maybe your feedback, what you think about this, and leave a comment down below. Increase the explosion damage of the sticky bomb to be able to severely wound or kill players with a slightly larger radius. This will allow a more offensive use and require more care when using it against boss targets or meatheads. This is a really good change. You go in with the bomb lance, you stick the boss, it runs at you, it blows up. You now have a chance to die from that instead of being, taking a lot of damage but being able to heal through it. This I think this will be makes you be a little bit smarter in your tactics for taking down bosses. Increases damage on the machete to allow a one-hit kills to upper torso on enemies. I think this is a really good change for machete players because, certain melee weapons had one-shot abilities. Machete didn't. I didn't really understand that, but I think that would be a fun little change. Gives some machete players a little bit more fun with it. Medium dum-dum rifle ammo now applies intense bleeding to set it more apart from the compact ammo. Really good change for medium ammo. I like the fact that the different ammo types will have different stat effects. I think this is really good. Gives it a little bit better use case here, so I think this is really good. Slightly reduce the reload time of the Romero hand cannon, increase the reload time of the Romero hatchet. This allows them to fill their own niche with one reloading faster while the other has a powerful melee attack. Good changes here. I think Romero hand cannon, I think that's a fine change. Slightly reduced the cycle time on the Martini Henry IC1 iron sight and increased its extra ammo. Cycle time decreased from 1.9 to 1.8 for a faster rate of fire. Extra ammo increased from 10 to 15 for all ammo types. Fine change. Slightly increased levering speed on the Winfield 1873 musket bayonet. Adjust the recoil of the Nagant 1895 Officer Carbine and the 1895 Officer Carbine Deadeye to be more predictable and less erratic between shots. Now, this is a great change. I feel like this gun is really good, but one of my issues with it was kind of the recoil on it. I never felt like my second shot after my first one was ever consistent with where it was going. So this is a really good change. I'll be excited to test this out a little bit more. Increase recoil for Mosin Nagant 1894 and Abdomat to make it less controllable on full auto and further reduce the chance for successful hits at long range. This gun has been it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare gun. Nothing worse than getting Abdomated across the map and somebody full controlling it because you just can't outplay it. I think this will be an interesting change. We'll see how it actually affects and if people can control it, but the cost and everything, that gun, Oh man. Explosive extra ammo increased to base extra ammo levels. Explosive ammo on Springfield 18, 9 to 14, 7 to 10, 2 to 4, 3 to 9. I think these are good changes, especially with the ammo changes that we have from before. Increase ammo, extra ammo on Springfield 92 Crag from 6 to 8. I think that's really a good change. One of the issues I think the Crag had was the lack of ammo in it. Reduce the XP to unlock the Martini Henry IC1 family. Reduced the unlock requirements with the Poison unlock family. Really good changes. Now, these are our meta changes, equipment unlocks. When you get them, this will be interesting to see. Added Winfield 1876 Centennial Shorty as the 3rd Centennial family unlock. Shorty Silencer as the 6th. The Crag Bayonetta as the 4th Crag unlock. The Crag Sniper as the 5th. Moved ammo box consumables unlock from rank 74 to rank 1. Now that's a big one, especially with the ammo changes. So now you being able to get access to those ammo boxes at rank 1, huge. I think we'll see a lot of players bringing those. I think that will be a really good change. Now this is one of my favorite. This was a perk that I took religiously. I think Resilience is an amazing perk, especially when you're playing with somebody else, or if you're playing by yourself and you are using Necromancer to res yourself. Coming up with full health now versus 100. This is an amazing change. So Resilience now heals up to a full 150. Previously it was 100. Reduced Assailant cost from 2 to 1. Reduced Blood Loss cost from 5 to 3. Reduced 5 South Skin cost from 5 to 3. Big changes, especially South Skin, like I said, with it being a must-have perk now with the ammo changes. Being 3, much better option for you to get. I think even at 5, I would have spent 5 on it every single time. There's no question in my mind I would have spent 5 on it because I think it is a must-have perk. Equipment pricing, reduced price for Bomb Lance, custom ammo, Bomb Lance Dragon's Breath reduced to $10 hunt, Steel Ball ammo reduced to 5, reduced prices of Martini Henry variants, Deadeye decreased from 145 to 140, Ironside 184 to 159, Marksman 173 to 157, and Riposte down from 164 to 157. Increased prices for incendiary ammo. I'm glad that they did increase the price of these because of the changes and how strong I feel they are. So making them a little bit more expensive is a better thing. Compact and medium went from 10 to 40. Long went from 20 to 70. Really good changes on the pricing. I still think people will run it because being burnt is very annoying for a player, and it's going to get run. Increased prices for high velocity ammo. High velocity ammo went from 50 to 60. I would have actually preferred to see medium and compact and medium high velocity gone up to 70. I think it's a must run, especially if you're doing like a suppressed variant of a small compact or medium. I think you have to run it. So I would have preferred to see it a little bit more expensive. We're going to skip over this. I'm not going to really cover that. Now, there are some rewards for accolades. That was adjustments. Hunter, level 50, now rewards 500 hunt dollars. Closing the 4th Wellspring in Soul Survivor now rewards 75 bounty instead of 25. New loading screen tips for new players. That's always a good thing to help out new people. Now, this is something with the economy. I think this is a really good change. Blood Bond store. The discount on existing Blood Bond packs have removed. Updated prices based on Steam recommendations. Accolades cards. Blood Bond rewards. All Blood Bond rewards have been removed from the accolade cards. That's a little sad. I did like getting Blood Bonds from that, but I understand it. First bounty extraction update, consecutive 5-day extraction bonus and you would get 25 blood bonds for 5 days in a row has been removed. Now what happens is XP and hunt dollar bonuses for the first successful daily extraction for each hunter remains the same. Challenges, weekly blood bonds reward is increased 25 to 50 blood bonds maximum. So this is really good. I think moving the blood bonds to 50 on the weekly bonds was a little bit better than trying to get the 5 consecutive days for 25, because now people weren't really getting it, because playing 5 consecutive days, unless you're a content creator playing this game consecutively, it's very hard for people with normal lives, where now it's like, hey, I can play 2 days, get a bunch of my weeklies done, play a day here, get a bunch of my weeklies done in this week, and then get 50. So I think that's a really good change for players that can't play 5 days consecutively, but it gives them the opportunity to still get this. Really good change there. Dark Tribute rebalance, Bloodline XP thresholds are lower, 2,000, 4,000, 55, and 8. This is a really, this right here is great. I think this is one of the best changes. Free trait removal. Trait removal is now free, no blood bonds spending. Players receive 1 less trait point for removing a trait than the trait that was removed. Example, players removes conduits, 4-point trait for free, and receives 3 trait points back to use. I think this is a great change for players that have, like, may have, you know, oh, I bought the wrong trait, or this trait's not really in my play style. Like, say you roll a legendary hunter and it has, for some reason, it has 1,000 hands and you're not running a bow and you just have a trait sitting there that's not useful for you. Now you can remove it. You won't get as many points from it, but you can now apply those points to a trait that you would actually use. So I think that was a really great change by the dev team. Free add and remove chunks health. Add and remove health chunks is now free. I think this is a great change because people like having certain health styles, and being able to now set that health style for your character without spending blood bonds is a great change. Cleaning weapons. All weapons are automatically cleaned upon successful extraction with or without the bounty. All dirty weapons that players have in their inventory at the time of 1.13 release should be cleaned automatically. During the mission, dirt levels remain. If a player is down and revived, the weapon gets dirty, but will automatically be cleaned once the hunter returns to the menu. Recruit reshuffling. Blood bonds paid to reshuffle has been removed from the roster / recruitment. From the roster to recruitment. Additional rerolls are available now for hunt dollars. So you can do rerolls, and it just goes up incrementally as you do. Single free reshuffle remains after playing a mission. Black market reshuffles rework. 3 paid rerolls, blood bonds, have been replaced by single daily reroll. Free reroll is available once per day. I think this is really cool. Black market is something that I never really messed around with. I think it is a really interesting way to get some gear that you may not have at a discounted price, so definitely check out the black market. Hunters can now purchase a bundle if they already have an item that is included in that bundle. Does it discount it? That I don't know about this. I need to know if that discounts it. And then this is just new legendary content that they have put in. Lots of really cool stuff. One of the other things that I think is really awesome is this right here, Restoration. Additional Banished Wellspring feedback. This is a mission effects that fully restores your hunter, is now categorized as Restoration. You'll see it in the bottom left of your screen when you go to Banish. It'll say Restoration. You can experience this change in the form of a new UI ticker and audio cue when the effect is triggered. Restoration triggers includes boss banishes, becoming the Wellspring Soul Survivor. So that's a really cool thing. I noticed it at the bottom of the screen, and I was like, oh, what is? But yeah, it's just telling you now for new players, hey, you're getting this effect. So really, really cool. And a bunch of bug fixes. All right, and that is the patch notes for 1.13 here for Hunt Showdown. Let me know what you guys think about them. Are you excited about the changes? There's a lot of new weapons that we didn't go over that are in the Battle Pass, so make sure you check it out, and I'll see you in the Bayou. Have a good one.